It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street.
Shoot him! Get him, boys!
The story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeyville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
Kill you dead!
Well, was recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their hometown. The boys of everybody, the bank teller telling them the time lock on the safe wouldn't open till 9:30. Well, that gave the locals enough time to prepare an ambush for those sons of bitches.
Got us a hero. What's the...
The brothers really for their stupidity knows they had it.
More to it than that. Read all about that day, so I know that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the across the street.
Get ready, boys. Make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months, but those had a reputation as stone killers. The marshals took every precaution, knowing they wouldn't go easy. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by the law. Had no intent the Daltons slip away. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait for something.
But this bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. So he went in there alone to confront those criminals. One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. Fortunately, water tower there. Later, he was steep, laughing at danger as he did. Brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
We've got company!
With him, he did what other men or wouldn't to make this country free. Like Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Is that it? Son of a bitch! Come on! Sorry, son of a bitch! That's right! Brother, I'm gonna make you pay for that! Over there! That's Silas Greaves! What the hell?
Bland came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons. His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened. Evening, not high noon. I was late to the party and Coffeyville was already up in arms. Daltons blew up a safe, and we're all set to hightail it out of there. Bank would drop it. I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same... Still had friends.
What are you gonna do? Shoot? I don't mind. Don't let that asshole get away with this. Waste your bullet. Go ahead. Can't get there. We got us a year of what's wrong with him?
And those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. The problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I
They know
believe.
who we are!
They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Any surprise, families have been feuding. And since they're related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in just the way life is, so it happens. The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work. Decided to stand his ground, me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. Your stomach. Take lies long and exactly a recipe for a long life.
You mess with the wrong damn Dalton. I'm gonna cut you in half! Let's hog kill
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery and caught. He's the only Dalton.
He was shot.
Well, do I put all those holes in him? But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
We'll get those.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered.
But track him.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
By my reaction, it was foggy as hell. It was still a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks. It was all the mace red color. Red. The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Bury them in the swamp. Plant them where they stand.
Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm.
Shot the son of a bitch! Kill that!
Show yourself.
See me do it again? God damn him to hell!
So did you find the Daltons?
But questionable for a few of their friends.
Brother, I'm gonna make you pay for that. Dynamite! Need no help,
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause. being under serious attack.
Did not just... Shoot him in the head!
My reinforcements was nowhere to... But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. Scrambled up top to get a... But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn opened. Right then, suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. So I just started walking, and pretty soon... Steve! Steve!
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Indians? There were Indians?
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's many houses made up of being a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet, but I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son man! Bounty hunters! Stop that, son man!
There he is!
But hell, what's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Is he gonna kill? Bounty hunters! Stop that, son man! Bounty hunters! Stop that, son Bounty hunters! Stop, son man!
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet, but I did find a few of their cousins. You cousins breed like rabbits or horses or who knows what.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son man!
But hell, what's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Bounty hunters! Bounty hunters! Stop that, son man! Bury him in the swamp! Let's see what you got!
all so together anyone who would threaten. And that's when I saw it. A steamboat.
A steamboat? Well, you know,
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than
but a steamboat in the swamps.
Yes, it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it her or had we?
What does that really mean, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board. And that a few bullets come around. And the vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
Damn, this takes a while.
Somebody, bitch! Can't beat us all! I'm sending you that.
It's something! You're done.
That's it for you.
I gotta reload.
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my... Well, stubborn as hell. Right about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the point directly at him, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Take him out! I'm sending you to hell!
The Daltons had played me like a fiddle. Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me up in my way out of a labyrinth. Proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Oh, yeah.
Hear about gonna launch next year? One in the world.
Talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway...
Don't be stupid, Steve. What they're doing. They the panic thing.
God.
But getting back to the steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might... Some managed to find some bar. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys. But finding my way out of a burning big challenge.
River, it's not like it was emotional.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
You're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll float.
So anyway...
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
Getting back to steamboat, how'd you get, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to be distant. I was coughing up pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys. It was time to settle this once and for all. come at me one at a time. In this together. Two brothers determined to take me down. Confident that this odds were on our side. Two brothers side by side, determined to confront this time them. They got it wrong. A sad look. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive, just paroled 14 years later. He moved to California real estate off the legend of it. My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. After I retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just was an old Spanish coin to be 100 years old. Well, mighty pleased with myself. Brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob, another asshole, him. They wanted money back and everything else. As those boys just coming for him later. Bob put that old Spanish in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there those bastards rode. The branch finally swayed to the threat, but brothers heavier already did. Right then, I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo, you know him, but butted me. He was riding much. I'd been on their trail for months, since they left the mountains. A Butch Cassidy association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among Sundance Kid murdered Roscoe